As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off from Jacksonville. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
On red.
Now a give on the counter. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Rip, 23.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Go, let's go.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hey, run. Hey, kill. Easy, read a 44, read a 54.
They send the tight end in motion left. From the 47. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throw, Lawrence. He's on the move. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, with a big gain on that play.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, route.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Red on red.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He brings it in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Now it's Lawrence. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Hey, Jupiter. Hey, kill. All right, here we go. Touch. Sink right.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Second and goal now, 5 yards more difficult following that penalty.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Red.
Lawrence looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jack Jones has got it. And the Titans get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be the last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Where's the hot? Hold it.
They run once more with Spears. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
24. Here we go.
Here's a give up the middle. We'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Stopped by Cedric Gray. 1 quarter down in this all. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down.
Hey, check that.
Hand off to the back. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Take right open. 11. Here we go.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Moore's got it. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
30 left.
Here we go on 4th. Lawrence. He finds him beyond the marker. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going deep this time. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level.
Hey, run.
They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
30 left. All right, let's go. 11, Agate. 13, Luke. Luke. 11. It's hot.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roger McCreary takes it away. And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
It's caught. This is Tyjae Spears. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
South. Here we go. Nike Texas.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pass is caught by Addison.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, we'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Jaguars with an extra defensive back out there. 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. Brings it in at the 12. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be Jaguars football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, I'm gun. Silver.
Plowing up the middle. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Red on red.
Lawrence working from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Jaguars looking down a very long field.
Okay, ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Jacksonville in punt formation. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He sends this away, and this is going to be a field flipper. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Titans will get set to take over. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Escapes the... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this 1st half, and you just kind of wait. Right, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, it can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Trying again following the sack. And there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner. And now he's all the way in his own end zone for a safety. Cannot believe it. And that drive, Brock, I'm calling that the 2-2-2. 2 plays, 2 sacks for the defense, and 2 points for him as well, thanks to that safety.
You kind of felt it building, right? That's what happens with defenses. They can feel and sense, and they get that momentum. They get the first takedown, they come right back and get that second. Now it's imperative this offense responds because you've infused that defense with a bunch of momentum.
Hey, go, go!
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Flushed out of the pocket. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Go, go!
Putting the tight end in motion. Lawrence trying again on 2nd. He fires one deep down the right. This is brought in at the 15. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. All right, so this solid first half continues from Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Jags offense hasn't left since the touchdown. They're going for 2 here.
On red.
Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They give it to the back on the zone read. And he's going to get into the end zone. That extends their lead to 10 points.
Well, he sensed it was the right time to be aggressive and go for it. You know, such a boost for a team when you could follow up a touchdown by outplaying the defense and adding an extra 2.
Return starts at the 3. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Why, Tony? Slide! Hey, uno. Slide!
Now it's Stroud. On the move, headed right. Now he's going deep across the field. All the way to the right, it's intercepted. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, great work by the defense there, Brock. Coverage keeping things tight downfield, even as he extended the play, and as a result, they pick up the INT.
And the eyes were bigger than the stomach on that throw. It was as if he was committed to it right when he left the pocket. But if nothing opens up, you're going to pay for trying to make a throw that simply isn't there.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey. Easy.
Lawrence in the pistol. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's got it at the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Take right open.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. So it'll be second down.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Ralph. 11. Silver.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. This return starts at the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's keeping it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
From the 36. He's going to push one deep down. That's complete inside the 35. Offense in the hurry up here. Stroud throwing here on 1st. That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down from the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all was he couldn't quite get the first down.
Cut near the goal line. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here.
No. Let the hot.
Throwing is Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, hey. Hey, Uno Mars. 11.
Receiver in motion, going left. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Red on red. Red.
Give now to the running back. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Hey, kill. 11. Here we go, son.
Back to the well again. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Hey, Lion.
Back-to-back carries here. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Go!
Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he gets him around 6 there. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Completed left-sided Thomas. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Hey, run. 13, Luke.
They just get the play off. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. And the Jaguars sending out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good, wide left. And their lead holds steady at 10.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense, running out in need of 2 quick scores.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Rolling left, buying some time. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Complete beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, Stroud. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Got a man. Spears has it. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Offense up to the line fast. Stroud now on third. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
All right, let's go. Silver.
Lawrence now off the play action. Headed out right. And the Titans rush brings him down.
Let's go, 52.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Easy. Read up 54. Read 54.
At the 20-yard line.
Hey, kill. Go, let's go. Ready.
After the sack, another pass on second down. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Hey, easy. Route. Go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He's back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Red on red.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! And the Titans have some new life in the fourth.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
New set of downs for him from the 46. He'll look to throw it. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. They kick the running back in motion. Back to throw. It's intercepted. They're looking for Michigan State has it. And the Jaguars make the play that should win them this game. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Great job. Hey, go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
11, Agate.
Back to throw it. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Titans have some new life in the 4th. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. This ball's cut by Spears. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. Here he is to throw. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And they make the tackle at the 38. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Hey, no more.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. He's got a man left. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. So they call a timeout. So that is their final one. And with time left for maybe 2 plays, let's see what they do. Do they chance it or do they just kick it now? It's 2nd and goal. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Already. Oh, goal. Hey, uno. Hey, south.
Another try following the sack. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those two possessions, the next score would then win. Now, hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. Silver.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Hey, run!
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, son.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Finds a seam down the middle. And he reaches the end zone. That is a game-winning touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.